Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. We are in the museum, and we've been looking at artifacts and talking with Lady Westmacott and doing all these fun things. We have no clue where the doctor went. Remember, he tried to kill...
Thousands of years old and still beautiful.
That it is. They dug it out of the sand near Thebes over 50 years ago. I was there.
Really?
I met my husband there. He was an assistant on the dig and was ordered by the director of the excavation to take care of that writer. I financed many excavations in the following years, here in Egypt and in the Near East. I visited my husband, together with our son. It was the best time of my life.
Aww.
But a museum is no place for nostalgia. What can I do for you?
It's a great place to bring up history. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Like, you know, history and life and how people lived. And I love a good museum. I'm taking a trip to Texas here really soon. And I'm actually hoping to get to a couple museums while I'm down there. Always like to go to museums. I like them. They're great. Let's talk about... You mentioned your son.
Your son? You haven't said much about him. Or perhaps you did, just not by name.
You're an attentive listener, Mr. Zellner.
I was wondering why you knew so much about Miss Miller's unhappy marriage.
I stopped paying his bar tabs. Stopped paying reporters to hush things up. He got to know her and went with her to America to start a new life. You can change your name easily, but not who you really are.
Oh, no.
He has my eyes, doesn't he?
The Part 2 novel is for him, isn't it?
If I couldn't provide Matthew with a good father, then at least I can provide him with a good start in life.
Oh. So I was right. Matthew is her grandchild. Oh, that's so sad. And when this comes out, probably, I don't know, we will have just celebrated Father's Day. Wow, that sucks.
When I was working on the ship, I felt like one of the detectives in your novels.
You were lucky. It was an unusual murder. Most murders happen in the heat of the moment or are committed by idiots. They're uninspired. But Gebhardt thought it through. He could have succeeded.
I don't know. He made too many mistakes.
He couldn't have known that the Baroness, almost unconscious from the drugs, would lock her cabin door.
But that was a risk. The plan was too complicated and sloppily executed.
You certainly are a harsh critic, Mr. Zellner.
He could have shot her on the side deck and thrown the weapon into the sea. With no witnesses, no one would have suspected him.
How boring.
Or if it had to be a complicated plan, then he should have worked more carefully. Should have thought of everything, had a plan B in place.
Maybe he didn't have enough time. He had only a few hours to plan and commit the murder.
Still, he should have covered his tracks more carefully. The audio tape, the bloody glove, none of that should have stayed in the medical center.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Zellner. I don't... Something with Dr. Gebhardt is weird.
Do you think that Dr. Gebhardt was the Raven?
Was? Do you think he's dead?
The letter sounded like he committed suicide.
There's your answer. Does that sound like the Raven? Being unmasked? Taking the easy way out?
My sentiments exactly. The Raven wouldn't commit murder, get caught, and then jump into the sea.
You don't want everything to be over, do you?
It's my chance to do something great. It can't be over yet.
At least you solved the murder of the Baroness. You're a hero.
That's not how the newspapers see it. Nor I. Something's missing. I can achieve more.
Careful, Constable. He who flies too close to the sun.
Is that the myth of Icarus?
To be honest, no. The story is Greek, and was only written down 1,000 years later. I was counting on the dramatic effect.
Oh, worked well enough.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know the story of Icarus, he, I believe the story was that he wanted to fly, so he made wings out of eagle feathers and wax. And then as he flew, he wanted to he got selfish and wanted to go higher and higher and higher. And as he got higher, he got closer to the sun. The wax started to melt and he fell to his death, which very harsh. But it's kind of that story of don't bite more off than you can chew, or don't get too pompous. The more pompous you get, the harder you're gonna fall.
Let's assume that the thief is still out there. Who is he?
If all this were a novel, then it would be the one you least expect.
It's
Is that
you.
intended to be a confession, Lady Westmacott?
What do we know about the new Raven?
He's a man who would stop at nothing.
Must it be a man? And how do we know that it's just one person? There could be several people collectively pretending to be the Raven.
So, we don't know anything.
That's not completely true. We know that he or she wants the Eye of the Sphinx, and will probably strike here, assuming he or she hasn't already gone.
It may be the end of the story for me, Lady Westmacott. Inspector Legrand will arrive soon and send me to the hotel. I'll return tonight for the gala, hoping all the while that the Raven does dare to attempt a burglary. Tomorrow morning, I'll have to return to Switzerland.
Oh,
What an unsatisfactory ending that would be.
it would be
Wouldn't be a
horrible.
triumphant ending, but it could be worse. At least you'd still be alive, Constable.
You're not wrong. Let's talk about the
Will you
gala.
attend the gala tonight, Lady Westmacott?
But of course, the antiquities, the delightful atmosphere, and who knows, perhaps there will be another spectacular burglary.
And your cruise?
The ship doesn't leave until tomorrow, and believe me, I'd cancel the cruise for this.
Ooh, I know she says that she doesn't like she's done writing mystery novels, but now she gets to like live one. Like, how cool is that? I'm also playing with my sleeve because I got these like cool like long puffy sleeves. I know I got my big sausage arms in a little sleeve, so it looks like a sausage link. But look, they're like so flowy. They're fun. I like them. I had to dress up a little bit nicer for work, and I had to be at work at like the butt crack of dawn this morning. It sucked. But all right, let's talk about your fulfilled life.
You've had a long and successful life, Lady Westmacott.
What's that supposed to mean, Mr. Zellner? That I should be ready to leave the stage? Because I'm not.
Oh, I didn't want...
I'm here because life is here, Constable.
Oh,
Or was. I have never lived as much as I have here. No fame, no money can buy that.
I understand.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. Such an outburst isn't fitting for a woman of my age. And an English woman at that. Let's talk about something else.
As always, it was an entertaining and enlightening chat, Lady Westmacott.
I'm going to miss our little chats, Constable Zellner.
Aw.
Goodbye.
man, good thing I did that one last.
She's reliving her memories. I better not disturb her.
You're not wrong. All right, I just want to take a look and see if there's, something I'm missing. I just want to make sure and double make sure and triple make sure that I'm not missing something. Okay, I don't think I am. All right, time to go up. We've talked to Lady Westmacott enough. All right, can I Go to the rear area. Oh, there you are.
Mr. Kreutzer will provide the background music tonight at the opening. Does he have anything else on his agenda?
Let's talk to him. Just a little talking game.
How are the acoustics, Mr. Kreutzer?
Average. I wouldn't have expected anything else from a big stone cavern.
It seems like a lot of the passengers from the ship are here this morning.
Nearly all of them. I had a brief conversation with the Baroness's butler. Between you and I, he seems quite happy to be rid of the old battleship.
Mr. Kreutzer.
Young Miss Mayers was here as well. Unfortunately, it seems like she's already disappeared again.
Forget it. She's engaged.
And the old witch with her caretaker and her brat are also here.
What do you have against Lady Westmacott?
The lady is more callous than the Queen of the Night. She chased her own son away, ice cold. I met him briefly. Flew to America because he couldn't stand her anymore.
Did any of the guests behave suspiciously? Was anyone unusually interested in the treasure chamber or the security system?
I couldn't say. I'm here to check the acoustics and then I'll come back for the gala tonight. I'm not interested in your detective games.
You're full of BS, dude. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, Mr. Ponytail.
Without my detective games, this cruise could have ended badly for you. You were suspected of murder. You didn't have an alibi. It was your gun.
I must admit that I can imagine better ways to spend my time than being roughed up by Inspector Legrand. Your snooping actually paid off for me this time. Did you ever suspect me?
Of murder? No. I think you're too intelligent to shoot someone with your own gun without arranging an alibi for the time of the crime.
You ain't wrong.
The newspaper this morning is full of reports about the events on board.
I've seen them.
Someone must have informed the press directly from the ship. He probably got a pile of money for the story, don't you think?
And again, they want to ruin my reputation. But no, Constable, it wasn't me. I didn't even consider it. And whoever did it was a bungler.
Why?
The story is in all the papers. You get more money if you sell the dirt to just one paper, as an exclusive.
Who do you think it was?
The young guy? The stowaway?
The captain didn't press charges and let him go this morning. But up until then, he was in the cell the whole time.
Perhaps Miss Mayers. Maybe she wants to become an actress and needs a bit of publicity.
Whoever it was, they wanted to make sure that the story spread, and they weren't after money. So, what were they after? Well, I'm looking forward to the concert.
It will be an unforgettable night.
Well-trained guards are usually the best security system, although they didn't manage to stop the Raven in London. The gala will be crawling with guards tonight. The local police might also send some reinforcements. Well-trained guards.
Yeah.
Ancient Egyptian jewelry. I like that golden signet ring with a scarab made of jasper. In ancient Egypt, these beetles were regarded as symbols of fertility. Nowadays, we just call them dung beetles. I suppose the beetles don't really care. Exclusive and unique. The eyes of the Sphinx, exhibited together for the first time ever. Hopefully the visitors will be satisfied with a single eye. Otherwise, all this effort will be for nothing.
You could say he was a pirate. No, not.
That must be the treasure chamber where the Eye of the Sphinx is due to be exhibited. The display case is already prepared.
Change it from Egyptians to pirates.
No, sir.
I'm from the Swiss police. I want to check the security arrangements.
No one may enter the treasure chamber before the delivery has arrived.
Sorry, right, Charlie. All right. I think we may be...
I can't tell whether Miss... I hope so.
Yeah. All right. We've done what we need to do, I think. I think it's time to go outside. I think it's gonna be time to start the gala. Man, he walks like such an old man.
It seems like Anton Jakob Zellner will never manage to get on the front page. The museum director and the rest of the world think that Legrand is the one who put a stop to Dr. Gebhardt. I'll stay here until Legrand and the others arrive. I can use the time. I'll stay...
What else is there to look at? We've talked to you already. Okay, we can go to the main hall again, but I don't think we're gonna see anything. What are we missing? There's gotta be some... Oh, I guess we can talk to Maddie and see what he's up to. What up, buddy? Ah, what'd I do?
Ahoy, Matt.
The statue was talking.
The statue was talking?
Yes.
And what did it say?
It said it was...
That's a very bad word.
I know.
And an English one. Don't you think it's odd that an old Egyptian statue speaks English?
Don't you think it's odd that a statue speaks at all?
That would have been my next question.
You've got a point. Let's talk about the talking statue.
Is the statue talking to you right now?
Do you think I'm nuts?
No, of course not. I just thought you might have much better ears than me. Ears that can hear statues.
Some cop you are, Mr. Zellner. This is a mystery and you're just making jokes.
You're right. It's just...
Don't you believe me?
I believe him.
We both agree that a stone statue without a mouth or vocal cords cannot speak, right?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Okay. That means you heard something else. And we have to find out what or who it was.
Roger.
Yeah, see, I believe him. Maddie's been nothing but a good kid. Yeah, he's a little rambunctious, but he's a kid. I know I started this series out with Don't Trust Gingers, but Maddie's different. I think.
I'm almost a bit envious of you. Going up the Nile on a ship. It must be great.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't sound so keen.
I think my mom wants the professor to come too.
And you don't? You can't tell me.
What if mom marries the professor and doesn't work with the lady anymore? We'd have to move to London, and I'd have to go to a new school.
Oh, sad.
You could tell your mother that it's not okay with you.
Yeah,
She'd
be
never
honest.
do anything against your will, would she?
I guess you're right. If I'm stubborn enough, she'll definitely send the professor packing. Thanks.
Ah, this we have to see. The eye is coming.
Ha ha! The eye. Ooh, let's see the eye. Oh, there it is.
This will all be over soon. Then I'll finally have time for you.
We wanted to head back to the hotel.
Certainly. And tonight at the gala, I'll show you around the museum, okay? And have you made up your mind about the cruise?
Well, I don't really know.
I only see you on vacation, Mom. And now you want the professor to come too? So I'll see you even less?
You're right. I'm sorry, Professor Lucien. I think it's best if you don't join us.
But Mary,
Professor, are you coming?
maybe we can talk about this again tonight.
Should we go back to the hotel?
I want ice cream. Actually, Mr. Zellner still owes me some.
Oh. I know the lady's sad, but Maddie was uncomfortable. Look, Maddie was really uncomfortable with the whole thing.
A great moment. Professor Lucien, your key, please.
Yes, well,
Come on, Professor.
but you have to realize that...
Thank you.
Finally. But,
Professor?
I wanted to give you this. Well, after the burglary in London, I thought the Eye might not be safe on its way to Egypt. So I secretly took it when I was supposed to place it in the safe in London.
how dare you?
I felt that I should leave the jewel to someone I trusted completely. Myself.
But the jewel was safe. From London to here, no one had an opportunity to steal it.
I beg your pardon, my dear colleague. But if that were true, I wouldn't have had it.
Congratulations, Professor Lucien. You fooled everyone, it seems. The honor is yours.
Well, that's that. Shall I explain the security system to you, Inspector?
The French ambassador summoned me. I have to get in touch with him. The press is besieging the embassy, and I have to answer their questions.
But you absolutely must come tonight. The opening of the exhibition will be the highlight of the year, and you are my special guest.
I will see what I can do. Zellner, will you have a look at the security precautions? We'll see each other tonight.
Of course, but
Wait, Inspector. I'll join you.
Well, here we are. The inspector will answer the reporter's questions for the next few hours. And well,
I won't take up too much of your time. I'll take a look around and then go lie down so that I'm ready for tonight.
Okay.
What's in the other display cases?
other valuable originals. The eyes of the Sphinx would have been the highlights of our exhibition. Now that we only have one left, it doesn't really outshine the other valuables anymore. This room is full of world-class treasures.
How is the display case protected?
It's made of bulletproof glass that's several centimeters thick. You'd need heavy machinery to open it. But even the smallest disturbance of the display case will set off the alarm.
Doesn't look half bad. A glass cutter wouldn't be much use. Is the display case anchored to the floor?
Why do you ask?
The Raven once stole a whole display case in St. Petersburg instead of just taking the jewels out of it.
Such an attempt would fail here. The display case is bolted to the floor and weighs several hundred kilograms.
Okay.
Many people picture a stone coffin when they hear the word sarcophagus, but this one is wooden. As usual, an ornamental representation of the deceased is painted on the outside in gold and other colors.
It's beautiful, but boy, does it probably stink in there. Woo! All right, it's bolted to the floor. It's got thick with 2 C's worth of glass. I think we're okay. I think we're good.
This here, the gate, how does it work?
If the alarm is set off, the metal gate descends. The same thing happens at the windows and the main entrance. The thief is trapped like a rat.
As are we.
Next, I'll show you our guard room, the heart of the whole security system. And after that, I'll have to excuse myself.
Alert the guards. Then call the French embassy. Legrand needs to come. We're being locked out.
Are you freaking kidding me? What?
Here, have a seat and try to calm down.
What? What? The Raven has arrived, I guess. Holy crap. What the crap? All right, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm probably gonna record a couple of these today because I got home from work early, but I started early, so it's fine. Holy crap, the Raven is back. The actual Raven. I knew it wasn't the doctor. There's no way it could have been the doctor. Something's fishy, man. I can smell it, and it isn't the smell of that sarcophagus. Something's up. I'm gonna find out what it is. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. I have a couple of series up online. I'm brand new to the YouTube game. I do these for myself. I really like recording videos. I like doing Let's Plays. If you guys have suggestions for good video editing software that isn't super expensive, I would love to hear them because I'd like to start maybe learning how to edit some videos. But thank you so much for watching. My name is Lady Onassi, and have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye, guys.